The opinions and comments expressed in this podcast are solely those of the students and do not necessarily represent the views and opinions of sjspr.radio or St. John's School.
You are tuning in to sjspr.radio. This is Senior Talk, the show where we pick seniors' brains about school life and real life. I am your host, Amir Trinidad-Vidal, and joining me in this episode is Lara Villarrubia.
Hi.
Hi, Lara. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm excited to do this podcast.
Yes, me too. I remember seeing last year's seniors do this senior talk, and I was so excited to do this. So to be able to finally have the senior talk with you,
Yes.
it's exciting.
I remember watching them, and it felt like it would be such a cool experience and a really bonding experience for people that have been friends for a long time.
Us.
Like us.
Literally.
So let's talk about that, or kind of our timeline and our friendship.
Yeah. Well, I specifically remember 6th grade, performing arts. I was doing... Well, our class, we were doing a music video for
Yes.
Respect.
I remember
And
that.
when we were shooting the dance parts of the video, I remember you came and you had this leather jacket.
Yes.
And I was like,
The-
oh my God, who is this
The
person?
infamous brown leather jacket.
Yes.
Everyone still
I was
talks
like,
about
this
that.
is the coolest person I've ever seen.
No, yeah,
Like,
I remember my old school didn't have any performing arts thing. So I remember when I came, that was the first thing I saw was you guys dancing to Respect, and I was just like, I want to come here. And I remember meeting you that day in a PE class, and I just I kind of knew that we were gonna be
No,
best
yeah.
friends.
I remember a specific conversation was during lunch one day
Mm-hmm.
that I was like, we're definitely gonna be very good friends because we just had that instant click that a lot of, you have with a lot of friends, you just instantly know when you're gonna click with someone.
Yes,
I think that's what happened there.
and it's come true. We've literally been
No,
friends
literally.
since 2017 till now.
Now, and
Graduation.
we're seniors.
And we're seniors.
We're leaving, but we're standing.
We're standing.
We're
We've made a
still
pact
standing.
that we're gonna stay friends after
yes.
senior year and talk all through college. And it's just, I feel this is gonna be a friendship that's gonna last till
Definitely.
adulthood, for real.
So let's talk kind of about the community in St. John's.
Yes.
Since being seniors and we're leaving, how do we think it's treated us?
I think that's great. I feel like the St. John School community is very complicated, but especially now, more than ever, I feel like we're really united. Mm-hmm. And I feel like us as seniors, we kind of have this sense of matureness and a sense of that is just, a lot of things just aren't as big of a deal anymore.
Yeah.
And we just all get along very well. Yeah, what do you think?
I definitely agree. I think since I've been here since 2nd grade, I've seen our school, change drastically. And I really love how our school has, made a big effort in trying to be as inclusive and trying to make our grades bond as much as
Yes.
possible. Because really, I think that's very important. I mean, bonding with your class, because it's something you're going to take these memories with you. And I feel especially senior year, I feel our class has we've all kind of gathered this subconscious sense of we're all united.
Unity, yes.
Yeah, unity. And I feel we're all also what you were saying about matureness. I mean, we've all developed this seriousness as well, because we know that this is our last year and we really do have to put our most
yeah.
into this. But especially the community, I think it's treated me very well. I really like how we've expanded to try and just be as inclusive as possible, and just especially the talks and assemblies we have on certain aspects on racial justice
Yes.
and social equality, and the electives and courses that the school has implemented to help with that. I think it's great.
Yeah. And I think So yeah, I mean, I say that we're mature, and I think we still have kind of like that
We've
childish.
got a
We
long way to
definitely
go.
have, but I mean, that kind of we disposed that sense of also pettiness, and we just kind of try to get along as much as we can
Yeah.
this year because we know that there's no real point
It's
in
never that
holding
serious.
grudges in
Yes.
holding grudges, especially when this is your last year and you're gonna leave and you're never gonna see these people again. So why not get the chance to
No,
actually
yeah.
get to know the people that maybe you spent the last 5 6 years, or like in your case a lot more, but you haven't gotten to know, and now that you have that chance, it's your last year to
No,
actually get to
yeah.
know them.
I understand completely what you say about pettiness and stuff. I feel like in high school, and this is kind of like a lesson I think we all learn, all seniors learn, that when parents or older siblings tell you it's really just high school and it's not that serious, like whatever issue you're dealing with, it being, like with your friends or your grades, obviously it is serious, but it's not something to completely break down your mood for. I
Yeah.
feel like when you're in high school, everything you kind of,
Everything seems big and
yes,
important,
because you're
but
like in this bubble, like
yes.
you don't really understand anything else. You feel like high school is the prime, so you just assume that the issue is something so grand. But when
You
you're
look at it at like
a larger perspective, and when you look at it now, being seniors, you're like, we're gonna head off, we're gonna do our own things, and it's like, why not, let's just all like let go of any grudges and
yeah.
just get along and just have fun, because it's our last year, and I'm gonna miss everyone in my class, really, everyone.
And do you realize that in 20 years, a lot of maybe the disagreements or the disputes that you have wouldn't really matter, and the things that actually matter are going to be the fun times you had and the good memories, and yeah.
Exactly, like don't worry so much about what's stressing you out, or don't worry so much about like little issues you may have with particular things. Just enjoy your time here, because it really doesn't last forever. Like this high school experience for me went by so quickly. Like I still, like there's
Yes.
still a part of my brain that doesn't completely understand that I'm a senior and that this is like my last year here.
And on that topic of it being your last year, I wanted to know, what are your kind of hopes and dreams for college and this new journey that we're about to embark on?
Well, I actually get so excited talking about this because like
Actually, a lot of people get scared.
no, like I'm scared, but that also gets me excited because it's like
Yes.
something like the unknown of
Yes.
what's about to like happen for me, and that's like something that's like thrilling. Well, me personally, I want to study law, and I hope to someday be a lawyer. So I really hope to study outside of Puerto Rico, but even if I stay here, I'd still be just as happy.
Yeah.
But I do want to study political science and communications. And yeah, I'm like really excited to see. I'm really excited for college. And what about
Apart,
you?
oh, well, I want to study film and television, and so I want to be a filmmaker and make my own films, and that's kind of the aspirational goal. And I really like being in a city, and I think what I'm most excited for is meeting new people, and meeting
Yes.
specifically people that like also want to do film, because there's not a lot of people that I know right now. So I kind of wanted to ask you more about that. Also, like socially, what are you expecting in college, like social life and adulthood?
Yeah. Me personally, I feel like I would fit in so well in a campus. You know that about me. I
Yes,
feel
I
like we
do.
know that about each other. I know that you would fit in so well with the city because you're like a city gal. Like, that's just you.
Yeah.
But me, I feel like a campus, I love that sort of like, like we're all in the same, like
A community,
a
yes.
communal place, for
Yes.
everyone. I'm really excited to meet people that have like, that also want to study like communications and have those interests in like political science and comparative government and stuff and comparative politics. I find that so interesting, and I don't know a lot of people that have the same interests like as that, like with me. So I'm really excited to meet new people. I
Yeah.
feel like a part of college is just expanding and like completely like expanding your circle, meeting new people, and finding things about yourself, because high school and college are so different. I mean, in high school, obviously you have your friends, but when you go on to college, I've heard the same thing by so many people. You change a
Yeah.
lot. Like, you meet new people, you like find out new things about yourself as
Yes.
well.
It's a self discovery like journey, which I'm really excited for. Because you know, everyone, I feel like everyone thinks in high school that they have a really good sense of who they are, and for a lot of people it is true, but for others, it's not really true until you get to college and you experience adulthood for the first time, where it's like
Yeah.
you kind of feel like you grew into who you were actually meant to be, and you're like, this is me.
Yes, because I feel like also high school kind of limits your self expression.
I feel that.
I feel like when you get to college, since it's so, I don't know, like universal, like it's something, it's so big and it has so many different aspects, you really get to experiment with who you are and what you like and dislike, and that helps you grow as a person. I feel like high school, it limits some of that for you. I mean,
And I feel like most of it is it's mentally in high school.
definitely.
It's the way you think that other people are gonna perceive you, or you know, all of
Yes,
that.
yeah.
And I feel like in college you kind of have to slowly get rid of that mindset, because it's like you're an adult now, and even though you have a close set of friends, it's not like in high school where you see the exact same people
Exactly.
every
The
single
community
day.
is smaller in high school. And in
Yes.
college, it's huge.
Yeah, so you know that in college, the people that are surrounding you, they like you for who you are, so you don't need to limit yourself,
Yeah.
the way you express yourself, or whichever other way, because this is like the real world. This is universal. Everyone else is not gonna mind how you really express, because they have
Exactly.
their own things going on, which I feel like that's
Exactly.
not as present in high school.
Yeah, definitely. I agree completely. And I feel like in college, it's really just, it's very much like a whole different experience. I mean,
I'm
I feel like,
gathering that a lot of people are scared, but we're just really excited
yeah,
for
I feel like
college.
everyone is like kind of getting scared. I understand. It's
No,
a
yeah.
lot like first
We have
semester.
moments where
We
we
have
can't lie.
moments.
We have moments where we're scared.
Being so honest, every week it could be like a specific day where I'm very overwhelmed because
Yes.
first semester of senior years, it's a lot
It's
of
the
work.
semester of hard work
Like
and workload.
September and October,
Oof.
it's so much work. And August,
And we're feeling it.
I'm feeling it
Oh,
for
yes.
sure. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of determination. Like you have to be very determined. And although I am extremely overwhelmed most of the time, I can't help but be so excited because I used to be so scared of going to college. I didn't like the idea because I was like, I'm so accustomed to the people I am with now,
Yes.
where I am, and I'm so comfortable with it that going to college, I just feel like I wouldn't be happy. But now I'm just like so excited. Like I can't help but feel the exact opposite because I'm just like, I'm so excited to try something new. Like it's time for me to expand and like really find what I love.
Personally, like what I'm most excited for is like what I mentioned, the creative expression. Like I'm excited to go to college and like dress in like colorful. Like I don't know. I just want to like
No, I know.
get
Like
to express myself and like learn how to do makeup better. I don't know. Even though like,
No, like,
but
I
like
totally
socially, like
understand.
be able to just be free and study things that I like love and be around people that do what I do, and that encourages me to be better because you see them also working. And
Yeah.
I just feel like it's gonna be such a community based place where just everyone's like encouraging each other.
Yeah, I feel like what you said about like, finding yourself and doing things that you love, that's the difference between college and high school. High school, it not only limits your options like school-wise on classes that you want to take, but like physically and mentally. I mean, mentally, you feel like everything you do is being judged by the people around you because the community is so small. And then physically, you can't express yourself usually the way you want to because it could be for different reasons. I mean, it could be
For standards that people have,
standards, exactly.
family expectations, things like that.
Exactly. And when you go to college, you break free of all those standards. So you can really just express yourself to the fullest, and I think that's why everyone should be excited for college.
Yes, that's why.
Everyone
That's why
should
you
be
guys should be
excited for
excited for
college.
college because you get to be your true self. Yeah, and so I think out of everything we've talked about today, I feel like the most important things we've said are high school is important for the time that you're here, but when you leave in the grand scheme of life and everything in the universe or whatever, it
wasn't that serious.
It was never that serious.
Never. It's enjoy your time.
Enjoy your time.
But don't overthink it, because it's really not gonna take you anywhere.
Don't stress out over the things that in 1 year you won't truly care about.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think additionally for college, I'm taking here from St. John's, I think I'm taking that sense, because here while I was in St. John's, I grew a sense of, I mean, this is kind of, it's not off topic, but like this sense of like social justice.
Yes, I understand.
For me,
fully.
like, I don't know, I feel like
you got like woke.
recently there's been like, not recently, but like I feel like since I came here, there's been like a rise of like awareness about social issues and everything. We discuss it in class, you know, class inequality, like economic inequality, things like that. And I think I'm really going to take that into college in terms of fighting for things maybe in the institution that I'm going to be attending or in friendship circles that I'm in.
No, yeah, I feel like definitely from St. John's, I can also take away the same thing. I feel like we've also grown to be more educated. Yeah. I feel like our school has really made the effort, although definitely we all have a long way to go on, you know, completely educating and completely, you know, understanding. But I feel like we've really grown, and I feel like I've personally like turned into a better person because I've been able to take classes that have helped me gain a better perspective.
Yep. And I think specifically because in most of these classes, we're not afraid to have difficult conversations or challenging conversations. And that's what really motivates and pushes everyone to want to do better and to strive to be a better person overall.
Definitely, yeah. So I have advice to give.
Okay.
Advice to those who are watching who are not seniors. I would say have a good time. Just really like focus on your grades and make sure you do well, because they do really count.
Yes.
So make sure you do well in school. But I also don't want you guys to stress yourself out too much, because you should be enjoying the time that you have here, because it will create really nice memories for you when you head off. And also just really stick with the people that you love, and like know the people that you want to like stick by even when you leave. Like me and Amir.
Like me and Lara, we're gonna stick.
We really are.
Yeah. So, and I second that. So, yep, that's about it for now. But before we go, I want to thank my guest and fellow senior on this episode, Lara Villarrubia.
Thank you.
No, thank you. And if you're a senior and haven't signed up yet, contact our radio and creative media coordinator, Pilar Alamo, at 787-948-8986. Please include your name on the text message. For sjspr.radio and Senior Talk, this is Amir Trinidad-Vidal. Until next time.